Spice up your life with Michael and Casey Heights.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Michael.
And I'm Casey. And we're headed #back to the beach in 2 days.
It's true. So we're preparing to leave to Turks and Caicos, where we're going to have some good training and get to meet a lot of important people with the Sandals brand and Turks and Caicos and Ministry of Tourism and things like that. So bear with us because we have our children still awake and not taking a nap. So you hear some crazy sounds. Just remember, this is Tice Up Your Life, and that's how our life goes. Huh?
100%.
So my mini me's over here eating cookies and talking,
Reading books.
Reading books. And but yeah, so we have been preparing. Well, Casey's been preparing for a while, right? To take off, all week, right? I just started today, of course, because I'm, procrastinated, but
with things that to me don't need to be done. It's like when people are coming over and you're like, oh, let's clean the house because people are coming over, and you're like, let me power wash the back porch.
That's true. So
let me cut the tree down. This is the back of the yard.
Well, that's gonna have to happen tomorrow, actually. But anyway, so we're gonna do this podcast. Basically, we kind of want to set you up with how we prepare to leave to Turks and Caicos this time, back to the beach, with things Casey's done that's important for our family, and probably some things you guys take in also, and things that I've got that I do on my end. And it's not gonna be a long video, so here we go. So we'll start with, we leave on Monday. Yeah, we leave Monday and we come back Friday. That's right, April 29th. We come back Friday. It's a quick trip, but first time that you've gotten to go with me on a Sandals or a traveling trip, really just you and me since we've had kids. Huh?
Yep, first time ever. I was always teaching before, and then even when I wasn't teaching, we didn't have childcare.
And, you can tell why from hearing these kids in the background. But so I went ahead and got invited to a special event for us, and Casey's my marketing person and / social media and all the other fun things that we do. She's going to come along, and hopefully we'll get some good videos. And not with a child screaming in the background. So anyways, so I went ahead and I got our plane tickets. Love our Southwest credit card. That's probably our best thing we've done. Is we've pretty much flown for free for most places. So
we pay all of our monthly bills on it and then pay it off. And
that's one of the things we'll do in one of our little tips and tricks. But so I got our Southwest flights there. We don't have to do anything to check in. It automatically checks us in because we got that certain level there.
And with Sandals and Beaches, transportations to and from the airport is included. He usually books that, but if it needs to be booked, but you don't have to.
They've got a nice little lounge you jump in,
and you checked us into our flight.
I did. I got us into our flight, so we got a little early boarding, so that's cool. Our flight, I got another early one for us, so the put all of our passport information in, so that's important, right? We always check, make sure our passports aren't getting expired, make sure they have longer, some countries require 6 months past travel, things like that. So I did all that, and I kind of just hung back and sent some emails off, really did a lot of travel bookings. And so what have you done so far to prepare for us to go? I know it started with Sunday.
No, I've been preparing for a few weeks because my sister-in-law is watching our kids. So I have been typing up all about all of our kids' routines, what they like to eat, the directions to get to all the places she needs to take them. I've contacted their schools, their teachers, got my sister-in-law added an authorized pickup, got her access to the app for checking in the girls to school, picked up Carson's prescription, called his school nurse to confirm that she had enough meds for the week.
Groceries.
Get a grocery order. to make sure that I don't want my sister-in-law to have to leave with my kids to go anywhere besides school and t-ball. And then secured someone to take him to practice so that she doesn't have to do practice, just the game. And I secured someone to be at the game with her.
Yeah, see, all this stuff that we, for family of 4, right? 4 children, family of 6 total. What you've got to do just to take off on a trip, it's
I filled up with gas.
Yeah.
And we still have to stop at an ATM and get cash. Because I told her some days you just might need a break and you just need to load them up and go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. Just for the time in the car, it feeds them.
And these are things she does all the time when we're traveling. So we've farmed our kids out before to, one of our best friends, and then one of the grandparents. We kind of have to split them up because of the age range and time and things like that. So
yeah, but all of them are teachers. So
true, all of them are teachers. But so she does this every time. She calls them sub plans because the teacher thing in her. So how many people actually read the sub plans? I don't know, because then they call us and we're like, did you read the instructions that she typed up for you? So of course everybody has their own way to do things. As long as the kids are alive and at least ate and fed while we're gone, we'll be all right.
I put stars next to the most important things, like keep the door to the back door locked because we have a pool.
Yeah,
we have 3 small children.
And there's been a time where somebody was watching and a little kid almost escaped out of the doggy door, so we no longer have a doggy door. That was at our old house a long time ago. But things that we've learned over the years, and kind of want to make sure we kind of put that out there. So, we get a lot of questions. You get a lot of questions of, hey, how do we travel with kids? Or people, y'all travel before without your kids probably. Maybe there's some things that we do that you're going to pick up out of this that you didn't think about, right? So
I think the biggest thing is having a routine with your kids. I'm very structured and routine, and it's not minute by minute. Like, we have a lot of free play and whatnot, but we have a schedule that we stick to. Sometimes it bothers my oldest because other kids in the neighborhood might be out playing later in the evening, but we stick to, we have a dinner time, we have bath time, bedtime, to the point where we tell our kids, okay, time to go to bed, and they go climb their own beds and go to sleep.
Yeah, we may do a lot of things wrong as parents, or that other people wouldn't, but the one thing that I'm very proud of is our children go to bed if they go to bed. Don't really have to spend a lot of time fighting when they get to bed.
Mm-hmm. So it helps when other people watch them, but it also helps when we go on vacation with them, because we have that routine. Now I'm gonna go to bed.
And we say all that as we have our 1-year-old over here.
He was taking a nap. He woke up right when it was time to film.
Yeah. So some of the things that I did to prepare today, really, other than sending out some emails preparing, like I said, we're going on this trip. It's up back to the beach, so you'll see hashtag back to the beach. You'll see a lot of content coming from us showing Turks and Caicos, the Beaches Resort, which is for families. It's the Sandals brand, so it's Sandals and Beaches, but definitely we're there to work. So if you have ever considered going to a Beaches or a Sandals, reach out to me and let me get you a quote and let's get you locked in, because right now we've got a special going on that I'm super excited about. So it's exclusive just to the people who are going to be there to sell. So to the agents to sell with their agency. And if you book, I think it's 6 nights at a club level, you'll get $250, which you can different little things. So I think one of them is like you can go to the spa, have a candlelight dinner, and the gift shop, or pictures, and which pictures?
Diving.
That's probably a good way. Yeah, so you can do resort diving. You can get certified to resort dive is one of them, and some people are doing the catamarans if you're going to Jamaica. So I think that's up to 5 people on the catamarans, and it's exciting. So we're happy to have that, plus all the normal deals that are going on. So we'll be posting deals here and there, and I've already kind of keyed up a bunch of reservations, hopefully, so we can lock them in.
And in order to get this, we have to book you by May 7th.
Yeah, so we get 3 days after we return, I think it is. So I have to have them done before then. And the best part about it, you don't have to book your flights right now. Like it's a $98 deposit, or we call it $98 hold. Your total deposit is $402 or $400. Yeah, so they do $98 to hold, and then they give us a date. It's like 2 or 3 weeks later.
I think it's 2 weeks.
I think it's 2 weeks also, and then they take $302 out on that same card, so your deposit's net.
Unless you wanted to just do the full 400 on the day that you
Yeah.
do the deposit.
Yeah. So either way, it's definitely people always ask me like, I can't afford to go to Sandals, or I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, why don't we start planning a summer trip for next year? You can have your summer trip next year. We do it all the time. I mean, we've already got trips booked for next year, and that way we have time to make payments on them. Somebody mentioned today, they're like, "Oh my God, I wish I had your life." Well,
Who said that?
One of the T-Law moms.
Huh.
And I kind of laughed. I was like, "No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't." Because I mean, I've been gone all week. Yeah. Some of those days were 18, 16, 17-hour days that I had to work, and then still trying to manage travel and get everything ready. So,
Yeah.
So I'm like, no.
And anytime he works, that means I'm working the job of both parents.
That is true. So anyway, so she said
basically his job and our children are making us earn this week away.
And I said, well, you could have our life. All you have to do is start planning. Hit me up. Let me get your church book, and like you just start paying towards it, right?
Yeah, it's like that. I've seen like memes with it saying like the best. I don't know, something about the best way to basically always having a trip to look forward to.
Oh yeah, I agree. We all
like part of life, like
that's the best part of life. Like, so we're excited. I mean, some of our friends are the same way. They book it ahead of time, and you just sit there and plan and wait and dream and hope, and then it finally shows up and you're excited.
I mean, I'm already like planning outfits for our Disney cruise in December.
And we've got 3 other trips in there before then.
I know, but
yeah, she told me
I'm
yesterday.
Excited.
She's like, "Oh, we're gonna do."
Well, I already have our Jamaica outfits planned for June. So next is Disney in October, and we've done Disney so many times that I'm like, if the kids still fit in some of their other stuff from last year, that'll work. I know obviously Stetson won't. He was 6 months old. He's now a year. He's grown a lot.
But he might be able to wear some of the other kids' stuff.
Right.
I don't know if we're going to put a princess dress up.
No, probably not.
So,
we've never done a Disney cruise, so that's like my new excitement. So I'm like looking for fun outfits.
Yeah, so like she said, it's planning your next trip and looking forward to it. It's because when you finish your trip, you're always like, oh my God, I can't wait to go on vacation again. Or sometimes after Disney, you're like, God, I need a vacation. Well, at least you already have one planned, right? So
someone was asking me about Disney the other day, and I'm like, Disney is not a vacation. It's a trip. You're not relaxing. You're going to the next thing so you can fit as much in as possible. Which is amazing. I mean, I love it, but it's a lot.
We walk 7 to 10 miles either a day.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the things I did to prepare so far was we had a conversation this morning, kind of laid out our plans of what we need to do. So poor guy. He's learning to walk, so he's trying to do some fun stuff over there. Now, of course, my plans and the way I do things and the way she does things are different. I'm sure y'all probably experience this. I have a list of things that need to be done. She has
no. He has a mental list. And I'm like, if you would just write it down, maybe you would see that it doesn't all have to be done right this second. I have a physical list. It does all have to be done. Like we have to pack.
Yeah, so I had to mow the yard, right? Mow the yard, get that done, get all the stuff ready today before I gotta spray some chemicals and some other stuff on it, because if I didn't mow today, when I get back, it would be too tall for me to mow and get it done properly. Plus, we gotta make our house look good.
So you do not have to plan ahead, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then, of course, while you're out there, I realized that I have a tree that we need to take down because it's gonna fall down on our shop and our neighbor's house. So not thrilled about that. It's already starting to fall down, and so that'll be tomorrow's job. But and then we're gonna practice. We're gonna do the water in the pool with the scuba divers. Yeah, so we're about to do a little test dive in the pool because you haven't dove in 3 years, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So since we've had kids, Casey kind of quit diving. We got certified at Sandals. Well, we got certified and went to Sandals.
In 2017.
Yeah, and I've been diving ever since. I mean, I think I got over 100 dives, but we're
I
good.
was too, and then when we were trying to get pregnant, like I never knew if I was pregnant, so I didn't want to dive. And then I was pregnant, and then
Yeah, so
well, Carson came, and then COVID shut down, and then I was pregnant. So
true. So we're gonna throw on our dive gear here in a little bit and go jump in our pool and get her back familiar doing a checkout dive and get her used to it. So when we get down there, that she's not nervous since it's been a few years.
I'm a little nervous this time.
So diving's included at Sandals. That's one of the things I love about Sandals, and all my divers out there
And beaches.
we're gonna do a whole show on diving one day, and I'm gonna bring in some of our dive people, especially our Sandals dive person who's in charge of that. And you get at least 2 dives minimum when you're at Sandals for free. And we can pay for, you can pay like $100 and go do a night dive, things like that. So it's really exciting. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna pack our dive gear, at least maybe just our regulators and our watches. But what else are we packing?
Well, packing is very vacation specific. So for Sandals and Beaches, all of their water sports are included, like paddleboarding and
Like catamarans.
kayaking. There's, I wonder if there's jet skis at this resort.
I don't know. I know that they've got the paddle boards. I think they might have skiing too. I'll have to double check, but
yeah,
because this is one we haven't been to yet. We've been, every time we've tried to go to this resort, something's happened. COVID, we had an extra kid, a few other things. I can't remember the other ones. We've had it scheduled.
When I found out I was pregnant with Stetson, we were scheduled to go there.
So we water sports up.
So we're gonna bring swimsuits for sure and cover ups. And then for us on this trip, we're gonna be attending some trainings in the morning. So we're gonna be wearing resort casual. What are you looking at?
Sorry, I just heard a loud noise.
It's one of the girls. They're refusing to take a nap.
Yeah. So
after you just went on and on about how we're so good at that.
Yeah, I know. That's
there. Anyway. So we're going to have clothes for those mornings. And then at night, they have a lot of different restaurants.
There's so many restaurants there.
The food at Sandals is like
amazing. I love it. And it's all you can ever want. All you can eat. I mean, you can go one restaurant to another restaurant.
I mean, we typically do stuff like that.
Yeah, I like to go like start at the sushi restaurant. And I go for the sushi restaurant, which you don't like sushi that much.
No, not much at all. Yeah.
At all. So we go to sushi. I'll eat sushi. Then we'll go to our restaurant we planned on going to. And then Casey's.
A lot of times after we eat, I'm like, let's go find mozzarella sticks at at a pub or something. There's usually a pub with mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. And if you have a butler, then we typically have them bring either mozzarella sticks or pizzas.
The pizza at Sandals and Beaches is, I'm excited to go back for the pizza.
And she loves the Italian restaurant, so they kind of have some schedules for us and different places. They already have reservations, so sometimes some of these restaurants you have to have reservations, and you can now book them in advance. And we'll when you book with us, we'll tell you how you can do that. But you used to have to be on resort, have your room number, and all this other stuff, and now you can book them in advance, which is awesome.
Awesome because you don't have to take time out of your day to go sit with the concierge or anything to book your.
Or go to the restaurant and try to book it or anything like that. So that right there, they just changed that. It's awesome. I'm excited. So
we already have all of our restaurants picked out.
Yeah. Well, the first night I didn't go with one of the ones they had picked out for us just because Casey loves the Italian restaurant. And I know that. So it wasn't on the list of reservations needed. So we're just going to go eat there that night, I think. We might do too. I might throw us in whatever they have available, but I'm sure we'll end up hitting that restaurant at least twice while we're there, minimum. So
even if sometimes I've gone there and asked for it to go and they've done it.
And we order them. Man, last time you ordered all night while we were at the club.
Ordered what all night?
Mozzarella sticks.
Oh, no, we were talking about the Italian restaurant.
I know, but they have mozzarella sticks there too.
Well, no, that
I mean, there's a bar. Yeah, there's plenty
was
of
the
bars.
club. Yeah.
And yes, it's
And-
kid-friendly resort. I mean, obviously, beaches.
Yeah,
with
Beaches
kids,
is the family version of Sandals.
but there's so much to do at Beaches. I mean, they're partnered with Sesame Street, so that's fun. Of course, there's Xbox. I think they're partnered with Xbox too, so they have these big old Xbox lounges for kids that like the game. Of course, you're on vacation to the beach. Hopefully, the kids don't spend all day in the Xbox. But hey,
yeah, and they
sometimes it's
have
just getting out of your hair.
kid clubs on site. When we went to Beaches in Jamaica, the girls were only 3 months old, so we put them in the nursery in the morning, and Carson stayed with me, and Michael went diving. But yeah, so when we don't have kids on this trip, so
that's gonna be so awesome.
And at Sandals and Beaches, they have they have a theme for each day, and so like one day is a beach party, one day is a Caribbean night, and one day is a white party.
Yeah, you don't know till you get there too, right?
Not necessarily. There are ways we can.
Yeah, we'll be able to figure it out for you ahead of time, but a lot of times, sometimes that may change due to weather or things like that, or Junkaroo or whatever was going on. So that kind of changes.
Yeah, they have certain events.
So certain holidays will change that. But you remember we put Carson in the kids club.
So we wanted to go to a dinner one night, just the two of us, when we were in Jamaica.
So we went to the kids club. We went to drop off the girls. They did great. We walk over to Carson's to drop him off, and I don't think he'd been to the kids club at all, but there was one other little boy in there.
He wasn't sure he wanted to go, but when it was wasn't it right after the parade?
Maybe not. So Carson was 3.
Carson met another little boy who was also going to that club that night. So he was ready to go. So we were going to go eat, just the two of us. So
we drop him off. We're like, great, right? And I think we got to have a reservation. So we've gone down to the Italian restaurant, and we're sitting there, and then the waitress sits us at our table, and they're like, okay, there's a salad bar right up here. Yeah. So we go walk into the salad bar, and she goes up there first. And I'm walking by, and I look at the door for some reason, and there's Carson standing there. And I'm like, Carson?
Like, we thought he escaped.
We're like, what are you doing here? How did you get away from them? Like, I know there's no way for you to escape. And all of a sudden, here comes a lady, and she goes like, oh, she grabbed him. She goes, I'm sorry, we didn't know you were in this restaurant. We're just getting him food. And we're like, oh, no worries. And Carson was like, Mommy. And then, like, he calmed down for a second. We said hi. He went off and did his thing. But it was hilarious. Like, just the whole I mean, we died laughing.
Well, we also know him. Like, if you know Carson, you know Carson. And we thought that he had escaped and, like, found us on the resort. He didn't know where we were going.
We cracked up all night about that. That was hilarious. And that's the best thing about that kids club, right? Kids club. It's not like they're just giving them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They're taking them to these restaurants and getting them food.
Well, and they take them
to the beach.
I mean, you'll have to, I'm sure you'll have to, sign off on it. But they'll take them to the beach, or they'll take them to the pool. They've taken kids snorkeling. There's a water park at Beaches. So they'll take them to the water park.
They're all certified nannies or certified teachers, and lifeguards and all that. So,
but we also, getting back on packing, obviously sunscreen, and we like to bring our own cups. I have a Stanley. He has a Yeti to put our drinks in.
Yeah, we got multiple different ones. So there's one sitting right here actually. So you bring those with you because we like to put our stuff in there so that.
A couple reasons: keeps your drinks cold, not having to go back to the bartender as often because they'll fill it up.
Oh yeah, they won't hold back.
And then
what else?
I don't know how much it's going to be, because it's a family-friendly resort, but when we go to Sandals and it's all just couples, I like to bring different games and waterproof playing cards because we meet people, we play games and stuff.
Yeah, we have a good time. So, but yeah, so like we said,
we usually have a separate bag of the things that we want to access right away in case our room's not ready yet.
Yeah, that's important.
Like a swimsuit to change into, and sunscreen.
And then we do. So the other one that we have to say is I lost what I was going to tell you actually, but bringing that extra bag. I can't even remember what I was going to say. Anyways.
Oh, sometimes there's some restaurants where men have to wear long pants.
That's what I was going to say. So yeah, there's some restaurants where you can't be in flip flops. You have to have closed toe shoes. So I went and bought Hey Dudes, which I'm not. If you know me, I don't really wear Hey Dudes, but they're much lighter than the tennis shoes. So
or cowboy boots.
Or cowboy boots, yeah. So I'll wear my tennis shoes on the plane, but then we pack the Hey Dudes and we do. I bought these linen pants. I always saw these guys wearing them, and I'm like, I don't know if I could pull that off. I put them on. I'm like, these things are awesome. I like them. I wish I could wear them here, but I think it'd be a little weird. So
a little out of place.
Yeah, so I get those linen pants, so I don't have to worry about wearing blue jeans or anything like that.
And they're white, so whenever the white party is, you just wear those.
Just throw those on with a t-shirt, and there you go, or a collared shirt. So there is a little bit of dress code in certain places. Main thing is they don't want you in flip flops at night, or shorts. Prefer that you can wear shorts, but you better have like a collared t-shirt on. But certain restaurants you have to have some kind of pant on. Because we wouldn't let us go to the French restaurant because I didn't have pants. And I'm like,
yeah, we had to change. Oh, and then Sandals and Beaches, they do complimentary photo shoots. We probably won't do that this time because we just had photos done in Mexico.
She said that we're going to do a photo shoot.
Well, it's a complimentary photo shoot.
But there's a lot
for like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on where you go. They take a lot of photos. And I have a hard time narrowing it down. I always like them all. So that's where we spend money. It's an all-inclusive resort, but then after you get these photos, sometimes you want to buy the photos.
Hence why they give it to you complimentary. So we're going to wrap this up with a few things. So number one, we're headed to Turks and Caicos, back to the beach. You're going to see a lot of social media. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to, check us out on Instagram. I mean, we're trying to build this up, and I know that this one kind of just seems like we rambled on a few things, but hopefully you picked up some tips here. We're going to create the next one that we do for the packing wise is actually going to be what we do to travel with children. And Casey's going to make an actual packing list. She has a little packing list thing that we'll put out there. You guys can get. It doesn't cost anything to hit like or subscribe because we want to make sure that we get all the good content out there to you guys. Plus, our next one, we will be in Turks and Caicos when we film it. So we'll find a good little spot to do that, and maybe we can get a few interviews with some people. But so remember, Sandals, $98 hold, $400 total deposit, and then you have all the time in the world to pay it off. That goes for Beaches also. We can find the deals, and we price match. We make sure that you get the best deal. Water sports are included. I don't know. I could say that all day long, but there's not very many resorts that include diving, and that's big. It's huge. I mean, if you've ever dove anywhere outside of, like, you go out and actually pay to dive, you're talking. I paid $200 or $300 in Mexico to dive twice, so that's a savings, and you get to go twice a day. So.
And then Sandals and Beaches they're both really great brands. If you're going for a honeymoon or destination wedding, vow renewal, all of that. We're going to actually be attending a training on destination weddings. So I'm excited to learn more about that.
Yeah, you get to do your wedding. You can go pre-plan your wedding.
Yeah, so you go on a trip.
Yeah, free nights to go plan your wedding while you're there. Then you come back and then you do your wedding, and then they give you honeymoon perks. So there's all kinds of great stuff there. We absolutely love Sandals. I mean, if you call us and our first thoughts are, what's your budget? Here's the Sandals and Beaches if you can afford it. Trust me, 5-star meals, 5-star alcohol, top shelf alcohol. 5-star resort, and we swear by them. And there's a reason behind it. So that's kind of where we're at here. Packing wise, we kind of hit some of those things, and
now we got to go finish up, get ready to go.
Yeah. Hopefully get some of these kids to sleep, and then we can try to jump in the pool and dive. So
we got to do that.
Yeah, we got to do diving. And so, please, if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments. We're going to hopefully have some good content here, and we're going to film some stuff. So you'll see some shorts and stuff coming through for our trip, because I'm always stressed on travel day on the way there, always. So she'll be making fun of me for that. So, all right. Again, any questions? Like, comment, share. This one was half the time as it was last time, and we just want to make sure that we get some good information there for you guys. So, all right, y'all have a good rest of the night.
Bye.